Always fun to spend the holiday with some NBA hoops action. Glad you all could join us. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And, of course, Russell Westbrook. This is their first game without him.
You never want to lose a player with his talent. However, for the guys in the locker room, they might not admit it, but some of them are going to enjoy new opportunities. The new roles and responsibilities might ignite this team a little.
Outside Mathurin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. And he buries his first look. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. Yeah, Duran becoming more comfortable with this shooting game.
Lets it go from 11. The shot by Reeves, no good. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Hunter with the rebound. And it's Sacramento's ball. And rejected.
You can see the length of Cunningham there, and his timing helped out on that block, too.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Sacramento. Outside Levine. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the evening. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Duran. Blocked! Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Mathurin. And another miss by Sacramento. Here's the Pistons with the ball. Here's Cunningham. And it's good from the elbow.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Here's Reeves. No good. Unable to win this run.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Here's Cunningham. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Levine gets the bucket.
Can't forget about Levine from deep.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The drive by Reeves. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And just a deceptively good athlete with impressive quickness. Reeves gets to the bucket in no time.
And that one drops. Cunningham's got 6.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Driving inside. Here's Levine for 3. Another shot. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
And such a powerful player. Mathurin using that athleticism to draw fouls inside.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Here's Reeves, following the score by Detroit. O'Neal misses. Allen outside. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cunningham, left side. Misses from close range.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Detroit leading by 7. Cunningham on the wing. Charity stripe shot. Harris misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out this.
Detroit, 17.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. The pull-up Jay. The rebound by Murray. Kings trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
There's the block. And they're able to recover. And that one's good. Stewart.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Yakachonis. Achua for 3. Jenkins with a rebound. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Stewart's got space. Got it from about 16 feet. Stewart's got his second bucket on the night.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ryan. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Monk. Launches it. Thompson pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Allen gets it to go.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Yakachonis. He's scoreless. On the wing, Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Pass to Yakachonis. Monk for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip.
Yeah, the way that Cunningham knifes his way inside off the dribble, it's hard not to foul him on the move.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Thompson. Outside Robinson. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
That was your 916 새크vsdi트 team. Get loud once again.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Levine surveys the D. Here's O'Neal. Over Duran. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing.
Here's Duren with the drive. And the dunk by Duren.
There's a lot of size in motion. Duren like a freight train to the rim.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Reeves. Screen by O'Neal. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Duren. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Every year, Austin Reeves seems to just get better. A multifaceted guard who fits in seamlessly with any kind of rotation.
Harris misses. Kings trail by 6. The deep 3 from Levine. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's Detroit with the ball. Harris outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Inside. Off target at the rim. Detroit leading by 8. Down low. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Levine. Oh, great D that time from Harris.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Back to Robinson. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter. So he's got a permanent green light.
And so it's Detroit, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Reeves has got the ball here for Sacramento. They trail by 11. Outside Olynyk. Pass to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. The shot by Olynyk, no good. The Pistons lead by 11. Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Duren. Sacramento grabs the miss. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
Man, Olynyk really throwing it down with some power.
And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Levine. Screen by Olynyk. To the inside. Duren with a rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Shot by Levine, no good.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50-40-90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
And the Pistons making a change here. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
One more time for your Sacramento Kings Street Team.
That free throw good from Levine. Well, like a lot of us in 2020, Zach LaVine was bitten by the golf bug.
Well, when the season came to a halt, he had to find something to do. I know you're big into that, although I bet Zach's got a little better swing than you, B.A.
I totally agree. Pass to Levine. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating. but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. We have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you, B.A.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
In a lot of ways, Isaiah Stewart reminds me of a player from an older era. He's got a more physical and fundamental game that he plays. Is a big who plays like a big.
Achua gets the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Stewart, left side. Back to Cunningham. Some solid D from Eubanks. Kings trail by 9. Eubanks the screen. There's the drive. Cunningham with some nice D. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Stewart, right side. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Monk for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Achua, right wing. 3-pointer Yakachonis. And Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit leading by 10. Achua with a rebound. Monk for 3. No good there.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Pistons on offense. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Jenkins. No good. In and out off the rim.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Here's Jenkins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Harris a screen. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Kings trail by 8. 17 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And so it's Detroit, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The flow of the game is favored.
Detroit, 41.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's Allen with the ball for the Pistons. 6-point lead. Robinson on the wing. Here's Holland. Out to Thompson. Shot blocked. Here's Levine for 3. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Back to Stewart. No one near him. Nice jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Up top, Levine. And they recover it. Levine takes off. Pass to O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Detroit leading by 5. And here's Allen. Three-pointer, Stewart. O'Neal pulls it in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Levine, good.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Detroit moving the ball around. Back to Robinson. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the Pistons making a change here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, give credit to Duren's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game. The Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Harris a screen. Cade taking it in. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Assertive drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back. Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Now Thompson. Tipped. Reeves with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Harris. 2 on the clock. Rebounded by Matherin. Levine. No good from 3.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Allen outside. Now Cunningham. Here's Duren. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
It's Reeves with the drive. Yes! Using that window.
Yeah, just a huge bucket for Reeves. How this guy goes undrafted, I'll never know.
Now Cunningham. Smooth drive by Cunningham.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusting him in a big spot.
Good drive by Reeves. Levine outside. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Duren the screen. Goes up with it. Yes, sir! Count it!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And so it's Detroit with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.